Hi, this is Michael Lazaroff, Executive Director of Jazz Cruises, and we produce the Jazz Cruise. And it's my honor this afternoon here in the Avista Dining Room of the MS Westerdom to be seated next to Houston Person, who is part of our Jazz Cruise Hall of Fame and one of the most outstanding and well-known saxophone players in the entire country. Welcome, Houston.
Thank you. Thank you.
Houston Person has probably been on more of our cruises than anybody. We love him. He is absolutely part of our family. He is an amazing ambassador for jazz. How'd you get started? And how'd you get started playing saxophone? Did you play any other instruments along the way?
Well, I've delved into instruments along the way, but basically I started out on the saxophone, tenor saxophone. I got one for Christmas from my parents. They gave me a tenor saxophone one Christmas, and when I was in high school, and I kind of got attached to it. I still was a football nut and baseball, all the sports,
Right.
as all kids were then. And I just gravitated toward the instrument. I'd been singing in the church choir, and I had early piano lessons. But the tenor saxophone got me. By the time I got to college,
You were there.
I was into the tenor saxophone.
Oh, so your family's musical then?
Well,
Or at least they encouraged you to be musical.
yeah, and there was music in the house. You know, when I was growing up, every house had a piano, and music always was a part of our lives. I was required to listen to the Metropolitan Opera on Saturday afternoon before I could go out and play sports. And the old piano playhouse and the Kay Kaiser. And I heard a lot of country and western music and had gospel music in the church, so I got it all.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
When did you know that you wanted to be a professional musician?
Well, when I hit college, and I got $5 for playing a gig.
It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
What was your biggest break early on? You've been making your own breaks ever since, but at some point there had to be something of a big break.
Well, basically, I started out, the only other group that I worked with after getting out of school was Johnny Hammond Smith. It was an organ group. And after that, I decided just to strike out on my own. So I didn't have any big name experiences except Johnny Hammond Smith. And I got a chance to record with him. And the record company heard something, Prestige Records, and they recorded me. And that's where it all started.
When I listen to your sets, what I am taken back, there are a lot of saxophone players in the world, but to be able to close your eyes and listen to someone and know that that's them playing is very, very difficult. And everyone says you close your eyes and you know that it is Houston Person playing. Do you feel that? Do you feel like your sound is different from anyone else's?
Well, I did concentrate on sound a lot. Because sound is what people remember you by, and that's what they identify you by. I mean, and some of the most, and just keeping it simple. You take a Willie Nelson, a Frank Sinatra, and I'm saying singers, but Lester Young, Louis Armstrong, who sang and played, and Nat King Cole. All these people had identifiable sounds.
Yes.
Ray Charles, it's just an identifiable sound. Even Tiny Tim.
Well, there's good sounds and bad sounds.
Well, I mean, it's a sound, though. It's a sound.
Yes,
It's identifiable.
But I can walk the ship, and I don't need a schedule. I can hear you playing, and I know that it's you, and that is just absolutely fantastic. You've been a stalwart of our jazz cruise for years and years and years. What do you like about it? What brings you back every year to help us make this a wonderful event?
Well, I take the Jazz Cruise to be my family. All the people that I've met, all the friends I've made, and when I travel throughout the country, I see them, and it's a good feeling to know that, you know, you've got that backbone. I just take it as a part of my life that they have supported me and they expect certain things out of me. And these friendships develop, and through the years they just grow and grow, and that's what it is to me. It's not it's real life for me. This cruise is real life for me.
Well,
with the musicians and everything.
And that has to be fun to see.
Yeah.
Sing all the other musicians.
And that's the family reunion.
Yes.
It's a family reunion among all of us every year.
That's terrific. I can tell you, working in the office and fielding the calls from people who are, booking cabins, there are certain names they always ask about to make sure that they're on the cruise. Mm-hmm. You are always within that list. People just love the way that you approach them, the way that you present your music. They love the sound of your music for sure. But it's more than that. They have really grown to become attached to you and your music, and we're just thrilled and honored to have you as part of the Jazz Cruise. And thank you so much for everything.
Hey, thanks a lot. And I also must say that this is my thing about the Jazz Cruise, is that it's one of the best bargains around. And it's a chance to see the artist in his own setting. It's not a mixing and matching, throwing people together. That artist is in the best setting possible because he has his own group with him.
Right.
So you actually getting all this, and good food, good friends. All that adds up to a wonderful experience and the best bargain going.
You're very
It
kind
is a
to say-
bargain.
Yeah.
You know.
We once figured out dollars per minute of music. It's very cheap.
Yeah, yeah. Plus you're getting food.
That's right.
That's dear, very dear. Who we won't talk about that.
You look great.
I'm trying, but you're getting food, great scenery, and seeing different cities, different countries and islands. So it's a good bargain.
You're terrific. Thank you so much for being here, as always.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hall of Famer, Houston person, Jazz Cruise Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.